Another guy that a lot of Browns fans, and I'm sure you've heard, Will Howard. He was on ESPN's NFL Live talking about what will make him a successful quarterback in the NFL.
First and foremost, man, I think, if you don't have that belief in yourself, then what are you doing? So, I'm a confident guy. I feel like you have to have that intrinsic confidence in yourself. I believe that I have the arm strength. I believe I have the accuracy, all the physical traits. But I think really what sets me apart is my mind, my ability to deal with adversity. I've seen pretty much every situation that a college quarterback could see in my, 40 some odd starts. I've played a lot of football. I've seen a lot of stuff. Not a lot phases me, and I'm an elite processor. I feel like my ability to assess what the defense is doing and what we're doing, to combat that, I think that's what really sets me apart.
And again, there are plenty, because the proximity, Browns fans are usually Ohio State fans. There's a lot of folks that are talking about Will Howard.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, took him to the national championship. He talks about being an elite processor. We know how important that is. My concern with him is the arm strength. And I know he said he has plenty. I didn't think you saw it a ton at Ohio State, and I had questions just watching games live. Man, does he? And I went back and watched some after the season too. Does he have enough? And it's a question I have about Shedeur Sanders. And if you're taking a guy at number 2, you'd like him to have elite traits. I think that's less important the deeper you get in the draft. Howard, if the Browns don't get shook at 3, or he's gone, or 33, or he's gone, or they decide to go running back or left tackle or tight end, receiver, what else? They had a bunch of needs. Then maybe Howard could be the guy in the 3rd round. I would not hate that. I think, I think it's a little more of a hit and hope than if you take a guy at 33, a Shucker or Dart. I think there is a gap there. But we've seen 2nd and 3rd round, 6th round, 7th round quarterbacks have success. So I wouldn't rule it out. There's a lot I like about him. He would have to answer arm strength in, like, my evaluation. If I were the Browns, I'd have to know that he threw it well enough.